everyone. You are now tuned in to Frequency Modulation 228. Welcome to the studio. On here we will be showcasing talent of all ranges and walks of life. We are here to bring in the future. So sit back and relax before the radio show. What's up, y'all? TXNITRUE here for Earn Anyone Can Thrive Studios. Today, we got some homies in the building. We got HOGY and his brother,
MCP.
Yeah. How y'all doing today, bro?
We're doing good.
That's good.
Yeah.
So what y'all been up to?
Just right now, just going through a move, going from one location to another, getting things set up. And it's been a little overwhelming at times, but that's just how life is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like you said, it's going through a move, but that don't stop the creativity and the vision,
Yeah.
I still be cooking up. If I have like this thing, if I don't like make a beat in a day or like try to do something in a day, like, at least make a beat. If I don't make a song, at least make a beat,
Yeah.
So I still be writing, still be doing all that shit,
Yeah.
We got, I'm sitting on probably 40 songs right now. Yeah, other than that, like you said, we just got done doing a move, so now we're about to set up the studio again and get that shit popping again.
Oh yeah, you got just moved here in Pueblo?
Yeah, we had to move from one house.
From one side of town.
Actually, we lived kind of close. We lived literally down the street on Atlanta.
Yeah, we still
so I left that crib to another crib.
To the county.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I was just on the south side not too long ago, so we moved over here recently.
Oh, so we just
switched.
Yeah.
Switcheroo.
Yeah.
But
no Eiffel Tower. All right, we're good.
So for you guys, since for the people that don't know you, let them know you, like where you from, a little bit of your background and stuff. You guys are brothers.
Yeah, we
are
brothers,
so right?
Me and MTP are brothers. I was born here in Pueblo. He was also born here in Pueblo.
But I was also raised out in California.
I was just about to say that him and my mom would always go back and forth to Cali. So that's where my grandpa was from, was Cali.
Until he passed.
Yeah, but he came back here. So he got to live on that side and actually see what Cali is. I went to Cali once when I was a baby, but I don't remember any of that shit.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever had get a whooping for going out and hitting tackling the freaking lemon tree, knocking down a whole fresh set when there's already a fresh bowl already in the middle of the freaking table?
I haven't.
That was me.
That's crazy. So you guys had lemon trees. That's crazy to think of right there.
Yeah, just fresh that tree. They're like, wow, I want a couple more. Bam.
Yeah.
Took that thing down to the freaking drop all over the place. My grandpa back. You're gonna pick those up, right?
Yeah.
If you're not picking them up,
How old were you when you were living there, and when did you come back?
we did that from what age? For me, it was age. I know that my last memory up there is when I was about 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah, we were there for 6 years, I guess. My mom and grandpa were saying.
Nice. Did you go to school there too?
No, I went to school here. Then I would go back during the summer months. I even get out of school a little bit early, just I had a plane ticket.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So you got to see both sides.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole year. What did you? That's what I was gonna ask next. What do you think about both states and which one you like better?
California is about 10 years ahead of time here.
Yeah.
Specifically here. This reminds me of just another small town inside California. It's in the actual East Los, but it's a great place to be. I can't sit there and say anything more about that. Because you got your family. You definitely got gun smoke in the morning, so you ain't gotta worry about your lungs needing some, Primatine mist. You're just fine. You ain't gotta go up to Springs and get a dose. Over there, it's fresh. You're just all right. Wake up in the morning, cup of coffee. Someone's been letting off the Mossberg.
Jeez.
That's nice. I didn't like that. I just grew up here in Pueblo. We grew up on the south side on Bessemer.
Yeah.
And then that's where Grandma lived. I was there every day with him. I went to Bessemer until 2nd grade. Then right before 2nd grade, I met my 2nd grade teacher, and then I ended up going to the county. So then that's where I grew up in the county, and went out to the county until 2013. Then did all that good stuff. But shit, I grew up in the south side here in Pueblo.
Oh yeah. What's something that shaped your guys' youth to like how you are now, like growing up?
Having to sit there and support a family of 10 by the age of 14, that was rough.
Dang, a family of 10?
Yeah.
Jeez. You guys have more? You have more brothers and sisters too?
Yeah, I was taking care of myself, my son, my first son, my second son, my old lady, my brother, my sister, my 2 cousins that became my 2 brothers legally on paper, my mom, and my mother freaking step-pops.
Yeah, it was rough, man. I don't know. I grew up the way my life shaped. I grew up with him, and we was always in the streets hustling and shit. You know?
I needed to make bread, though.
We was making bread, and he is right. Our 2 cousins
I
legally became
I still had to
our.
make sure I freaking.
Yeah.
Just because if I didn't, he wouldn't have nothing to eat. My freaking sister wouldn't have nothing to eat. His dad didn't want to do anything. I remember one morning that just sticks out the most. He asked me, "Hey, you ever seen this new show on Discovery Channel?" I said, "I'm sorry. Most grown-ups have to work to be able to watch something like that. But I'll see you later. I'll catch you after work. Because I got to work 2 jobs, remember that. But I'm glad you get to enjoy that platinum cable."
Crazy.
Yeah, my dad never did nothing growing up. Like, he it's more of a loud guy, abusive. So.
Was it because of drugs or alcohol?
I mean,
or
he did drugs.
He did alcohol. I mean, I don't know. It was but his attitude
and he was
real.
and his drinker too. But
that was one of those 0 to 10K real quick. Like, what the hell did I even do so bad?
Yeah. Feel that.
I ain't gonna lie to you though, bro.
She was rough, but like,
my mom said
that's what
life.
made us who we are, you know.
Yeah.
My mom definitely saved his life.
A couple times, yeah. There's a couple times that were pretty close. I got thrown through a wall one time. I was like a kid, like 7.
Me and my younger brother, his older brother, but my younger brother, me and him were gonna just pummel him. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, it ticked me and him off that our mom was pushing us back. Like, no, leave him alone, leave him alone. What do you mean? He's not even half his size. Let him pick on somebody at least the same height. Shh.
Yeah.
If you're gonna pick on a little kid, that shows you where your character's really at. That means he had no self-esteem.
Crazy.
You can ask him.
Yeah.
So
The first time I tried to actually defend myself, I got knocked the fuck out pretty much, because like he just straight cocked back. I was gonna hit him with a baseball bat. And just got dropped. But I feel like all that, like, I don't really like. I mean, if I held grudges, like, obviously I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go smoke him or whatever, you know, like that's not like, it's like whatever. But I do feel like growing up in the streets and with all that, like, it does shape a person differently, you know, PTSD, you know, and all that, depression, and it doesn't even like hit you until, you know, like you recognize, like, damn, I really like I know there ain't no normal, but you're like, I ain't no person, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but don't forget, a flight only takes 1 paper plane. It's just gotta be a quick roll.
Exactly.
All them thoughts will drift away, my boy.
Yeah. So dealing with that and all the hard stuff going through, what was a way that you guys were able to cope? Was it with the music and stuff? Did you start music young?
Be freestyling with him. Be sitting there trying to chiefing, you know, either a joint or a blunt. Whatever came freaking first. I don't know if we had an optimal, we were rolling that up. But that's how I would sit there and cope the best. It's just sit there and we do freestyles and shit. Back then, just in the car, just throwing a beat, say, let's go.
Yeah, my first memory of him was like actually like him. Rest in peace to the homie Big B.
My God.
And then we had like, it was a couple other homies. Well, like my first blunt was like a chocolate Philly, and those are like very rare to find nowadays. But all the homies in him were like freestyling, and I was like, damn, and like it was kind of like Money Trees, you know how like Hendrick be like, you know, freestyling over raps or whatever. Yeah. I don't know exactly what he says, but it's just like that. And basically that's what they would do. They would freestyle to pass time and, you know, make a little something on the side, you know. And I was like, damn, okay. And then he put me on all the music. Like our music, like genre like list. You look at us, you're probably thinking, oh, it's just straight hip hop or whatever. Now, like, he be listening to like rock. He be listening to
diverse.
Like, yeah, the diverse. We listen to like 60s, 50s, like classic, like oldies music.
I listen to music.
I don't really listen to country. I listen to it here and there, but like he does that too. But everything like Spanish music, and I feel like it does. But there is one person that like out of all that, like Wu-Tang for sure is like caught my eye, and that's why I started making music. And yes, the music helped me cope, but before the music, I would cope with smoking and dibble dabbling with like drugs and shit.
The only other thing that would definitely help out,
Yeah,
is taking a gun to a rifle. Shoot myself.
We would shoot like
shoot
guns
some
off
dudes.
because he always would have guns.
We
And
go
shit, so we would
freaking
shoot the
down.
guns off here and there.
We'll take a couple shots off so that way it gets some.
Get
some
that
stress
like
out.
that stress out. But yeah, me growing up before the music, because I didn't start making music until probably like. Well, I wanted to start making music in 6th grade because I asked, because like, you know how for your birthday, they'd be like, what do you want for your birthday? I'm like, well, she'll just give me like a laptop or like a DJ setup. I found one for like $100. It ain't much, you know? And I never got it. So like, it took me until like probably like 7th grade when I was like maybe like 14. I started like trying to write, but like my writing sucked back then. Like I knew I wasn't a writer, so I started making beats. I didn't start getting serious with beats until like 2009. So before the music came, I guess you could say what I chose to cope was with like drugs and smoking weed.
Understood. Yeah, so for the troubled youth and like coming up like that, what's something, a message you have for the kids, say like how to stay focused, keep going? Because I know that it was hard to go through all that.
Life has its ups and downs. It can give you lemons. It can give you apples. Now, it depends on what day you get. Don't take it one way or another. Don't feel some type of way about it. If they give you lemons, ask them, hey, can I get a set of razor blades to go with it? So that way I got a new weapon for the next person that tries to hurt me. Apples? Hey, why not? I'll hook it up with some apple cider. Don't ever sit there and say one thing about your dreams. They're never going to happen. The only reason why they're never going to happen is because you said the word never. Now it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah. So you're a big believer on like what you say is has a big impact, like words have meaning.
You're the shaper. You're the shaper. You're the creator. And you are the mastermind behind your destiny. You're going to get to where you want to get to. The only person that can stop you is you. Just like Muhammad Ali said, impossible is nothing. It just means I am possible.
For a message for the kids and the youth, don't do drugs. Drugs really mess with you. I know it might seem like an easy way to cope and get out of that. But even smoking weed, I know it's around a lot nowadays because we legal and everything, but even that, just to stay focused. Like he said, never say never. And I always push, believe in your dreams, because if you don't have a dream and you don't, what are you gonna do? So, like actually live to that dream. Like as kids, I remember saying like, oh, I want to be a scientist, or I want to be this, or I want to be that, don't give up on that. Like, who cares? Why at 18 does it automatically say you got to go get a job? Or not even 18. I started working at like 13. So it's like, whenever you start working, like, don't give up. Don't just fall in line into society and actually go, okay, this is my life now. No, don't give up on them dreams.
No.
Like, keep going.
Absolutely.
That's why I still make music.
You
got to have that brighter day to
see-
say, hey, this tunnel on this mission was long, but hey, it's got to come sometime.
Yeah.
You just gotta
Don't give up.
You gotta do just like how my IG said. You gotta uplift and gift. If it's a gift, money out of your pocket, somebody needs, a little bit of change, whether it's somebody's kind words, or whether or not it was just you being in that person's presence that moment. Uplift and gift. Because when it's all said and done, the only thing you really have is what you did that was good in your heart. Because we all know what we've done negative. We all know. So what's in here, that's going to go with you.
So when did the music become something that was real for you instead of just freestyles and chopping it up with each other?
Pretty much.
At the time it started, I was actually incarcerated.
Yeah.
He did it, and I was like, damn, all right, that's what's up. All right, cool. So we got something to do when I get out.
So pretty much the way music started is like I was actually a welder at the time. It sounds funny. I was working for a union, but I was making beats already, and I was like, yo, we need it was right before he got it thrown in jail. I was like, yo, we need a dope label name. I was like, you know, Lil Wayne, he says he wakes up in the morning, tells the doctor he's ill on Millie, you know?
Mhm.
And I was like, you got Nas, Illmatic, and you go, you know, like Wu-Tang and like that New York shit. I was like, we need something dope. And he was like, illegit. And I was like, okay. And then like maybe like a couple months later, he gets thrown in jail or whatever. I invested into some like studio equipment, and that's when I started recording and making beats even harder than like I already was. And I came up with like I think it was it wasn't my first like my first single I ever dropped. Yes, it was called Red Room. But before that, I was already making music with homies. His homie named Michael Kramer. He went to Central. His cousin, that's my boy. He's actually serving like I think a life bid right now or something like that. He murdered somebody. I was rapping with him, and Tana.
Yeah.
I was rapping with him.
Formerly known as Avenue Baby.
Yeah, formerly known as Avenue Baby, Free Avenue Baby. Probably not, but you know, shout out to my boy. Started rapping with them. And then I met up with my boy Tyreek, and that's when I met up with Diego and Icy. And we started it, like I had already had it legit. That was supposed to be like the record label name, but you know, when you get down to like brass tacks and like business, you know, it just doesn't work out. So we switched it over. We're rebranded now as HDO Entertainment, which is me and HOGY DE OSO. Yeah, so
we're trying to get it popping.
But yeah, back in the day is what actually when it started was in 2016, I believe, is when it first officially like took off and that was started. Music was getting distributed to DistroKid, and I'm like making beats, making music with everybody, and started doing shows. And I think it wasn't until like my third show or something like that is when I met you.
Yeah. So, and then what were you incarcerated for? And then when did you get out? Like around the time? If you feel free talking about it.
It was some things that I did that I know definitely weren't right. You know, hey, I needed to fit the bill somewhere, but I had a lot of things I had going on at that time. I had two homes of my own. One for myself when I would get tired of being with my old lady. Instead of sitting there and actually fighting with a woman, I'll just sit there and say, okay, you want to act this way? Go ahead and handle it yourself. I'm going to the other crib. You know where I'm at? If you need me for anything, and not just some freaking dumb, can you grab me the remote while you're sitting next to it? No, we don't play that game. If you could reach that mug, might as well grab it though. It's just right there. What if I gotta get up to go get it for you? I gotta go around you. But I got freaking hit up. I got hemmed up for some stuff that I did. I had 2 homes I was paying for, 3 cars. I had about almost $250,000 in the bank. Pushing only takes you so far, and it don't come with a 401k. You could be everything you want to be under the sun when it's still, pushing. But when it comes down to it, there's very few people there for you when it all goes down. And that's even for the kids, I'll tell you straight. You don't want to be stuck in that life because there is no 401k. There's no one going to give you a big payout at the end. I should know that because I actually am political. This is coming from a gang member. I'm part of the Sureños. My name is Nacho there, but here I'm MTP. When you do that life, you got to do one of 2 things. You got to commit yourself to something. If you don't, you end up in a really rocky road.
And then, so like, did you just get out recently?
No, I finally got out just 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I used to struggle with trying to stay out. Just because when I was young, I just really didn't care after a while. I lost my second son before he was his first birthday, just before his first birthday. My second son's no longer here, but I can tell you one thing. He lives here, and I know he's right here, right above me, keeping an eye on me. I searched for more than 10 years for an answer why he had to be taken before me. Because that kind of pain is not something that I wish on any man, not even my worst enemy. When it comes down to this, I love my boy to death. Every man wants their son to grow up to be stronger than them, right? So if you had a son right now, what do you want from him? For him to be stronger than you, wiser than you, just make you proud, right? Well, the Bible doesn't tell us anything why our kids are taken so young. So I searched for more answers. I checked other Bibles. Found one in the Aztec Bible. Every year, 22 souls are necessary for a battle of the earth. He was one of those warriors that was called. And to sit there and say, I couldn't be called, but my son was? So you mean to tell me my son, even before he was born, was stronger than I was? That's a win, baby. Woo! That's a win. That gave me closure. That's one reason why I have kind of like veered away from the music for a while. Because I was just too lost about thinking about my son. Kept asking myself why. Kept asking myself, Jesus, why? And if not, I would be down on myself. This is your fault, when it wasn't. So he died of SIDS.
You had seizures?
No, sudden
death syndrome. Or I was thinking of SUDA or the other one.
No. It was rough.
That's just a random incident.
Just random as hell.
Yeah.
I just got a fresh jersey in the mail from what was it, eBay? I got a Devin Hester sent to me. I was happy as hell. Wasn't happy to sit there and walk into a room with a blue kid though.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
So that's helped shape my music. So I sit there and I just take it, say, talk from the heart, spit from the soul, try to make it to where I know what I'm trying to tell you folks as well. Life isn't always easy. Life doesn't come with a freaking set schedule. There ain't no MapQuest on it. But I can tell you right now, you are the shape. Make it happen.
So what's the bigger message in both of your music then?
I say it in La Santa.
Which is unreleased, by the way.
I listened to it. I gave my review. I need to translate it.
So I could actually translate it for you.
Yeah.
Greatness only comes to those with no wishes.
That's for his verse, but for the hook, I actually wrote it out in English first. But I had him spitting in Spanish. I could actually do that after he's done talking. I can translate it for y'all.
He was asking what's the message? Greatness only comes to those.
Santa Muerta, the angel of
death. It's La Santa Muerte.
Yeah, the angel of death.
The holy death.
Yeah.
She's not just an angel, she's a goddess in her own world. Because she doesn't work from either one side or the other. There is no, I guess you could say evil and white in her eyes. Because she's gray. She's neutral. She only does what she's necessary to do. When it's my time, she don't come get me. And I'll be like, let's go. Take me to my next round. Because when one door opens, another door closes from the last life. It's okay. I'm just gonna move on. I got a higher standard of living. I'm gonna be even better now. But with that song, greatness only comes to those with no wishes. Just don't get greedy with it. Because you gotta live it out. Like you've already achieved it. You can't just sit there and thinking, wishing. The universe doesn't work that way. The universe comes to those that demand. They say, I have this. I've already got that. You'll get there.
See, like he has his like like he said, like that. And the music. Me personally, like you have like hidden messages in there too. Like I'll get like deep in there, but like on that song particularly, can't even say that for a minute. But La Santísima. I mean, I was just coming in raw. Like I was like, I really didn't have no mindset on that one. Like as far as like a message, I was just like coming in raw, like trying to like I guess you could say I did have some message, but like just make a point. Like I'm not like the same artist. Like I'm not like you, or I'm not like anyone nowadays. So that's one thing I'm trying to do with the music and the message, not only for HDO but Illegit and Life is Garbage, because Life is Garbage is like a side brand that me and the homie Tyreek made. So I rep that. But the message is like in this one was just to show that we're like different, you know, like it's not the same music that you hear on the radio. It's not the, you know, because like I don't get me wrong, I like music nowadays. It's cool, you know. I be fucking with that Phoenix Flexing, you know, Rubbers, you know. I don't know.
It's pretty fire.
It's pretty fire, you know. It's pretty fire. It's tough. It's tough.
Even though it's AI, it's okay.
Oh yeah, you know, there's allegations, but it's tough. But no, just to show like that's what my overall like message and goal is in the music, is to show the different and the uniqueness, and like back to the kids like and stuff, to not give up on your dreams, because like, you know, I hop in the booth or in the studio and I just create whatever my mind just, I don't go in there destined to like, well, this is what I'm gonna make or this is what I'm gonna do. I don't know how you do it, bro. I know we all have different creative outlets and stuff, but I just go in there creating. And that song, like I said, I was just pointing out like we're here to stand, and like we're different because and like I guess you could say kind of ignorant, because like just the way like I was rapping, like, you know, I was just trying to make a point, like off to the, and then when I guess that's the message of mine is like, before, you know, it's like illegit and all that, and it's like off to the next episode, gold chains, gold teeth, you know, like we're right now on that like uplift, like we're starting to get a little bit of more of that glitz and glamour. So that's why I was like, off to the next episode, gold chains, gold teeth, because I'm the one in the group that's more like popping in, like I'm gonna go out and get a grill, I'm gonna go out and get a, like, you know, he's more of the business something on that side, so he has more of the bigger message. Me, I'd be on that. So like on that song in particular, the message was just like, I'm popping my shit and like, look, like I'm different from all y'all, and like I want y'all to see that I'm not here just to be like one and done. Like I'm here to like stay in like the industry and keep going and like actually change it. Because in other songs I'd be writing like, I actually use my, like how he said, his day-to-day life, growing up in the streets, hustling. Yeah, you know, I might talk about like smoking and drugs here and there, but like I hope that doesn't like encourage the youth. You know, I definitely don't want that. But it also shows and helps people, like maybe they were going through something like I was going through, or maybe like it to help and actually like spread the word. Like I don't know how, if you remember growing up listening to music, bro, but like every album on the CD case had the name of the song, you know, and like the music videos and like the messages were there, like you could feel it, like it was like soul. Not even like the old school shit, you could feel the soul in it, but like even the old hip hop and like DMX and all that, you can feel the soul in it, you know?
Even
like you
just 10 years ago.
Yeah, you could relate to it. Nowadays, it's just like, oh, Papa Zan, or like, let's get lit, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, like
that. It's just a remaking of the same.
Or yeah, or they remake the same song over and over again.
It doesn't have a substance or a real story behind it.
Yeah.
You're just taking off somebody else's pain.
That's pretty much what we're bringing back, is just trying to bring back that blatantness to it, so you can relate with it. Yeah. But that idea, I was like, yo, bro, spitting Spanish. But I should know how to speak Spanish. I don't, but I was like,
this guy can barely order Mexican food at Taco Bell.
You couldn't speak it even after he told you how to say it?
No, I can speak it now. Like I can.
If it takes us about 2 months to get there.
Yeah, like that. I was preparing for the show, and like that's how I got like the ad libs and everything for him on the backgrounds, because I learned how to like sing that part. But like when I wrote it out, this was the original, like, I wrote it down like this. I just gotta find it.
He has me some stuff in English. He says, here, sing this in Spanish. But you hand it to me in English.
Yeah, you have to translate it.
So you want me to
Yeah, so I had to
that.
translate.
Like I was like, dude, I just got
Translate it. It
I
has
just got
to be
done working
written.
on a car, bro. Like for real, I don't want to be thinking right now. I've been thinking fucking all morning, all afternoon. Hell no, bro. I'm
Yeah.
like already like my brain's tired.
He works on my cars.
I was
all
like,
the
all
time.
right, so okay, all right, let me figure this out. Hold up, give me a minute.
It took him a long ass time, but
Like,
like
give me a second, because I'm like, gotta think, bro. And I'm like, dead freaking like not trying to think. I'm trying to relax. That's why I came inside.
he pulls out his notebook and he starts writing it. But the hook goes, La Santa protect me, La Nina help me, secure all the cheese, bring the life I need, La Santa my everything, La Nina my beauty queen, bring smoke and drink and prosperity, La Santa muerte, walk with me. You know, and that's when he came in and like he blew my mind, like, cause I already had the beat. I'd be making
This was your
beats
fault.
every
I got
day,
Yeah.
and he came in and like he was like, "Well, I'm ready," and I was like,
Real.
I was like, "For real?" I was like, "Okay." I was like, I pulled the mic out and everything, and he throws it down, and cause me, I was already mad because I was I like to do my hooks first. I was like, I'm waiting on you at this point. So when he comes, I'm ready. So I'm like, cool, let's see. And like he just comes out of nowhere with the Spanish, and I was like, damn, like it was more than what I expected. Like I was like, this shit came out crazy.
The only thing is I can say is the first part was I was just trying to catch up with the beat, trying to make it more fluid rather than just be kind of like sound stupid. I wasn't trying to be Kanye. We've already heard Kanye. Yeah, but y'all had to get some MTP.
Yeah.
No, you did a good job on it, definitely. And I didn't know that's how you guys did it. I thought you just wrote it in Spanish.
No.
Because, no, that's even harder. And I know that for a fact because I've tried to translate. Well, I've done it. I've translated my songs to Spanish, and you like have to rewrite the English lyrics to make it fit.
And it sometimes doesn't work.
And yes, it doesn't work because then the language is different, the vocabulary is different, the vowels and
No offense, it's a
Yeah.
feminine. What do you call it? Language here with English,
Yeah.
and with Spanish. That's straight masculine. We're telling you what we want.
Yeah.
We don't sit there and say, "Hey, can you go get that glass of water for me, please?"
Yeah.
Oye, tráeme eso.
Yeah, there's not all the extra adverbs and ad-libs, or not, adverbs and
Adjectives and
adjectives and stuff that would be there. And then sort of saying the vowels and stuff, the A, I, O, U and shit.
Yeah.
No, it's E-I-O-U-A.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Spanish it's different, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. And I know the Spanish alphabet and stuff. So I know it's way different. So that's crazy that you guys did it like that. That's like what I was talking about with AI is like, so what do you guys think about that then, since that's how you created this? What do you guys think about AI and tools in music? And like compare it to you produce everything yourself. Let's compare those tools to the tools that we have in our software. There's auto-tune and there's note correction to put beats on time and stuff like that. So like, what do you guys think about
When it comes to producing in the studio, I guess, in the studio when I'm creating beats, yeah, it's cool to like be able to snap your music just quickly with an AI or like a plugin into tune, you know, that I fucks with. But now like on the lines of like creating like a whole beat where like I didn't even touch nothing, like, you know, because there are plugins like that where like you could just type in or something like what you want and it creates it for you, and then you could just throw a producer tag on it and be like, oh, I made this.
Yeah, you made this.
That I don't really like. I don't think I would ever like stand behind, because like, especially for like real like MCs and real like producers, like from back in the day, like we're scratching, like Grandmaster Flash scratching and making beats like that, to us going and like techno, like Daft Punk making off their synthesizers and plugging stuff, to people like us, like actual producers and artists. I feel like that makes us like what about us? Like now you're gonna replace us with just it's just, so I don't stand behind that.
Nope.
Or like how, you know, allegations with Phoenix.
I don't even stand behind it.
How you can just write in and like make a whole song, you know, that it's cool and all. Yeah, you know, I've never actually done it, but like it'd be cool to like check it out like personally, but like I don't think I would ever like drop that, like, because like it's not me, because my beats like definitely I feel like would be hard for an AI to like recreate. Like that's just me being personal, like you know, so I don't think that would like come out good, like, so I wouldn't mess with it like that, so I don't stand behind that. But as far as like plugins and stuff like pitch corrector and like I don't use a lot of auto tune on my shit. Like so but like pitch corrector and like putting it on beat and everything, I don't see a problem with it. Or like I know if like I'm having like a hard time with like I have like 8 or like 10 bars and I can't just, you know how it be as a writer and stuff, I can't come up with the last like 4 or 5 bars, you know, I'll throw like what I have into like ChatGPT and it like help me out, but like I don't really be using AI that much. I use it a lot for my album covers, like because why sit there like like we were talking before, you know, why sit there and waste like 5 hours creating your own like album cover to how you want it when you can just be like, oh, I can pay like $5 for this AI and be like, yo, create me a spotlight cinematic illegit HDO album art, and it's like exactly how you want it, and you're like, boom, now that I stand behind, because now I don't have to pay someone for cover arts. Now I don't have to waste 5 hours for the cover art. I can put that 5 hours back into my music, producing, engineering or something. Yeah. So like that I stand behind, but like as far as like a lot of it, probably not. He's big on that though. He's a tech kid, so like he likes AI. He'll sit there and argue with AI. He'll like, I don't know. Like,
I did try to.
Yeah, I've done it before.
I just wanted to see what happened. I wanted to see how far she would get. Hey.
Yeah. So like me, I don't know. But I don't want to be stuck behind it. That's why I'm starting to use it here and there.
The Sherlock Holmes of the relationship. She's like, what? So does that make me Watson? I said, yeah. You're doing great, Watson.
That's funny. Well, no, the way you explained it is like how I see it should be used, and it's a tool, and we need it, and everybody needs to learn how to use it, but don't use it in a creative aspect. When what we're talking about is just what we're talking about. What's crazy to me is look at the food industries. There's people literally making plates that they never even made. They just came up with a recipe, haven't even tried to make it yet, and then post a picture of it to try to sell it. And then, or women, like they never even did this lady's hands or nails, and then they go and post a picture or video of hands that they did, and they never even really did that.
Right.
Like, that shit is crazy.
Or like
that's straight scamming stuff.
Or the scammers who be doing like AI automated women and shit, and like you message or whatever. Like there's that. Like, there's AI's taking over, man. There's even AI robots.
Yeah.
How do you feel about 3D printed meat at that point?
Yeah, Bill Gates and his meat, man. That's just getting banned in a couple states already. Have you seen that?
Yeah, all this stuff has already been like that for a long time, but it's fucking scary.
Did you realize that you don't see that many cattle anymore, right?
Yeah.
I don't see cows a lot anywhere anymore.
Do you ever wonder where the meat for those burgers came from?
Yeah. Well, like all animals, how could you, especially animals we eat, and if we could run out of vegetables, how could we not run out of meat too?
Well, considering on how many cows it would take to feed everybody per day, just at McDonald's alone.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I don't see how. I believe all that shit. I believe, like, especially with McDonald's, like, they be serving some crazy, like, type of meat and stuff.
Hey, Burger King ain't too far behind either.
But, like, the lab-grown meat, I feel like it's already out there. Like, we just don't even know. It's been out there for a long time. Like, they be killing us with pesticides and chemicals, too.
Yeah, you see Totino's pizzas, they came out with it and saying that the cheese is not real cheese. It's just recycled bone marrow that is ground down and has dyes in it.
I didn't hear that, but I didn't know that. That's just crazy. That's how
I'd rather eat the one that you get freaking when you're locked up, brother. At least you know that's just all oil.
Yeah. I don't know. I actually have a different view on jail food. When I was in there last,
if you have bone marrow, I think it's kind of dies. I'm like, at least I'll get oil the other way. That's the body needs natural oils. We don't need no extra bones and marrow.
That's true.
Yeah, or extra dyes and shit.
Yeah.
So, tech kid. We talked about a little bit off camera. What did you, were you in the tech and programming industry?
That's been one of the things I've actually been behind is technology up until AI's usage to the point where we're at today, where they're using it for just about everything. Mm-hmm. Okay, don't allow it to go too far because it will be demise. No, I'm just saying, that's just with anything. That's what's happening with every single empire. You give something too much, and it tries to take over. Just saying. Now, when it comes down to tech, I like it. I'm wearing some Meta's Elites right now on hand. I ain't sponsored by them yet, but hopefully will be soon. I use them all the time. I like them when for translation for when I'm talking to people. Like when I was up in Denver, if I needed to talk to somebody, I could sit here and just just press it, let it know it'll go to my phone. People will talk, say what they're saying, whether it's in a language that I'm not familiar with. It's familiar with it, so like, oh, okay. All right, so then I'll tell my freaking thing, and I'm just like, here you go, this is what's up. I'm just trying to get to a certain place here, because I was living up in Denver, and I went from one side of town to the other. I was lost in Lone Tree trying to get back to Lakewood, and I was like, yo, I'm just trying to find the right light rail. Well, the only people I was talking to happened to be Asian. I was like, I just need to know how I get there, bro. Like, can you just point, and I'll go from there. I'll figure it out. Just give me some direction. Don't go like this, like that. It's like this, that. I'm like, what if I look like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? I can't be jumping from here to there, over there. Come on, man. I am not a long jumper. Okay, phone. Translate for me, please. And I'm like, can you say it again? And I had my phone out because I didn't know they didn't even need it. I was like, that's how freaking. I was like, kind of like dumbed on it.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand because I wanted to be like secure, so I knew what was being said. So I had the phone out as well, and it was actually only just through the lenses themselves. So I'm like, man, that's tight.
Were you able to see the translation too, or just speak it to you?
No, I can speak it. She'll speak it to me, but just recently I dropped them, and that part there doesn't work anymore. The visual.
Yeah.
But it is also nice to see when it used to come up.
Yeah.
It was a trip the first time.
That's crazy. I've never seen them or used them at all. I wanted to try them.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's something different.
Some of the metals are actually pretty cheap now.
Yeah.
They're
Very.
We seen the other day door dashing at Target, like there was like an 8.
Are you one of the ones that has to get like actual
I'd have to
OEM
get prescriptions if I did in my
Oh,
case.
that's not an issue.
Yeah.
That's literally just
They
getting.
cost a little bit more though. Than
I'll teach you a secret after, so so that way I'm not taking off the map for that one. I get you, bro, but I'm still feel like getting sought after the street up. So I got you though. Don't even trip. Whew. You have no idea.
That's crazy though. I didn't know that. I knew that they were like super cool like that because you could use your phone and stuff, but the translation and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It works wonders. Like instead of
It'll trip me out sometimes because like I'll be hearing like someone talking and I'm like, "Do you hear that shit?" And he's like, "Oh, hold on, I'm talking to my glasses," and I'm like,
"Oh,
what the
my
hell,
glasses,
dude?"
He's like, "What?"
Yeah.
So what are you doing over there? Well, kind of on the phone call, just trying to hear what this person's saying. I think it's just hearing my voicemail right now. So
crazy.
Okay, yeah,
it's pretty crazy.
He's like, okay.
Especially
Like, anything
off
good?
of it, like even the music off of them is pretty like good. Like the little speakers in there are pretty
bro.
like nice.
While walking on the doors doing sales, this is what you call your best friend. You could literally be making money while making money.
Yeah.
Talking and walking, having music on in between. It works just fine. It's absolutely lovely. But that's all depends on the person. If you like that kind of deal, keep going. If not, find what you're good at.
Yeah, I didn't like sales.
No, he likes sales. He just didn't like how certain companies run their business.
Yeah.
No
The money
offense.
was good, but it's just the company we were working for kind of sucked.
I know what you mean there too. I've dealt with all that stuff.
Well,
I've been through a bunch of different companies.
Definitely, it's kind of weird when your boss is only 21 and is basically living with a problem with wearing something for a hat that shouldn't be that far up there.
You mean?
Like how the sun he tends to shine on the dogs every once in a while. Yeah, he was wearing that good old that good old hole. He needed some preparation age just to get himself back out of it, probably.
Jeez.
I didn't like him. I really didn't.
No, he like robbed everybody.
No.
He wouldn't go to like appointments and shit.
No, if you're gonna try to punt me, at least give me a fight until start. If we ain't gonna get in a fight, let's go.
Yeah.
At least I got myself 50-50.
That's what I was talking about. Like with the AI is crazy cool because like you could do stuff like that, but it gets to the point because all it is just copy and paste of everything else. And
Yeah.
that's what stealing ideas and scamming and shit is. So and who's not to know or say that somebody just had a conversation with somebody and then they go get on their chat GPT and they're like, hey, help me take this other person's idea, but let's do it this way. keep everything exactly the same, but here's my logo and put it over it with their flyer. And then get that and copy and paste it. And people do that all the time.
Yeah, in sales, it's actually a lot easier than that.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that with other shit. But yeah,
No,
sales and the back end stuff is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would suck. It's too easy to just do that.
Yeah.
Just to scam other people's stuff.
Yeah.
You know? Or like, I like how he did it. I like how he did that, you know? I want to do it. I didn't even think of that. And then you just take the idea and then it might blow up on his end. And you're like, dude, I started that, you know? Like, what?
Yeah.
It's okay, because I still sit there like Dr. Dre. You know, I started this mother. Hey, this is the thanks I get? You go steal it from me?
Yeah.
That's where it goes to longevity though, like you said.
But yeah, this
you want to you're somebody that's going to do it for the rest of your life, and you're not here to just come off and do whatever with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
like I said, you got to commit yourself to something.
What are some of your guys' biggest musical inspirations coming up, and like things that inspired you to focus and do what you're doing now?
Well, two of the greats for me, it's going to be Frank Sinatra and Prince. Those two are revolutionaries in their own era.
It's fire.
Yeah.
Me, I would say Wu-Tang, the RZA. The RZA, he was the man, you know. He brought his family because his cousins, ODB and all them were his cousins, and Jizza was his cousin. He brought like his family together, he brought homies together. And the way he shaped hip hop at the time, I feel, you know, he was the mastermind, you know, always cooking up in the Shaolin Temple. From the beats to the how he changed hip hop at the time, you know, they came in hard and they did with like their own thing, you know. No one wanted to hear Kung Fu on no hip hop. No one like ever thought of that. And like RZA at that point in time, I feel like he was ahead of his time because he just the beats and the styles. He made Reunite the Symphony. That's a live symphony up in his own, like up in the house recording.
Yeah.
That's genius, you know. And like that's where I take my inspiration from. Like I call myself the new age digital, you know, because I produce, I engineer, and I do it all, you know, for me and him and the family and like whoever wants to be part of it, you know. I try to make it the best, and like we were talking earlier, I try to stand out, and I feel like it's going to change some, you know. But that also goes back to the dreams. You gotta feel and live in that moment to like, you know, don't give up on that. And that's why I don't give up on that. So like that's my biggest like influence. So is the RZA and Wu-Tang Clan, you know. Other than that, you know, I'd have to say like Lil Wayne or like Nas, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But RZA all the way, you know. Definitely the way he cooks up everything, that definitely has like an influence on the music.
Yeah.
And keeps me going today. Besides my little brother, he actually is another inspiration that keeps me going every day too. Because when he passed away, we'd always argue with each other, saying like, "Oh, you're the bigger star, you're more famous." Well, this little homie, like he was everywhere. He was in like Rome, Italy. Like he would travel. Like you would like. I'm not gonna lie, he never really did anything, like, but he was always doing something, like, how he always had the money to do this shit, or, like, how he would just everywhere, like, I was like, you're always the bigger star, but, like, after he passed, that's another reason that keeps me going, because he's like, no, you're already famous, you're the bigger star.
Like, what you talking about? You got a chance
besides, he's hung out with Lana Del Rey, and, like, actually, like, been to like one of her boat parties. Like this homie is like
Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, my little brother. Like I don't know. Like he was obsessed with her, but like to go get that far, and like I even joked one time with him. I was like, "Bro, I'm surprised I ain't seen you on a movie yet." And he was like, "Actually, there's one day when I did pass like a casting thing, and they told me to get out. Like security got me that day." And I was like, "Damn, that's the only thing you couldn't get into, you know?" Like, but he's done some shit, but. Yeah, he keeps me going though, just because of that. But besides him and like who I mentioned, those are my inspirations to actually keep going with the music.
That's good. Awesome. What was one of your first skills for each of you, like in music? Was it writing, producing, learning how to?
For me, it was producing. Because I was telling you earlier, I sucked when I first started writing. That's why I started producing. It took me a long time to start. Like Because I could freestyle with him, like we could freestyle, but even then, it takes me like 2 or 3 times before I actually get going.
Yeah.
But him, I feel like it's always been the opposite, because like I could produce. That was my first skill.
I've been in sales so long. I've sat here and had so many things happen in my life that when I go to throw something down, sometimes it gets a little too lengthy.
Yeah.
So it's not actually just putting it down, it's shortening it up to where it's actually sensible. That's been one of the things that I've been able to do so far. I think a little bit better than I did before.
That's good.
Because I mean, you have to have like some type of grading scale, like we're like, man, I really sucked at this.
Yeah.
But now it's not so bad.
Yeah. So with sales and music and stuff like that, what do you think is a big thing going behind for artists, and what are like some other skills that we should learn? Because so that anyone can thrive, we focus on being entrepreneurs and being DIY, doing it all yourself. Exactly what you guys
Be mindful.
we're all doing.
Be mindful. Take every single step and boil it down to its atoms, so that way you know what you're looking at. Because if you go into a certain situation, you're wearing the wrong colors, or you're just sitting there being too masculine for something that's kind of more feminine, you kind of want to fit what the people are asking for. They want to see you, but you also want to sit there and cater to them, so that way they know you are in their minds as you're doing what they're doing. You're not just like, just doing you.
Yeah.
You're doing everything so we all can live together.
Yeah.
Honestly, I like the way you said it. That's the way like I do it all myself. Like if you're an upcoming artist, it does suck to get the money up and like, you know, but if you're already getting money up to go to the studio or whatever, why not do that extra, you know, and go above and beyond and get the studio equipment yourself.
Yeah, you could save up for 2 months more and have the whole same setup.
Yeah.
Learn it yourself and still go to the studio and then learn it. And network.
Exactly. Networking, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, just don't give up on your dreams and be an entrepreneur, because that's what I did. I started my own business, and that's why we have HDO Entertainment, you know, you know. So that's another thing, because once you start, you can't ever stop learning, you know. If you're going to do this, I feel like you got to actually go all the way. If you're going to go out and spend, like we were just talking, spend on studio time, go out and invest in a business class, or go out and invest in more studio equipment, but do it yourself is the easiest way, I feel.
Absolutely. Because if you don't go get it, nobody else is going to do it for you.
Well, the next man's going to do it, but he ain't doing it for you.
Like I said, they ain't doing it for you.
Yeah.
So you said it started with Illegit and then became Life is Garbage and then HOGY DE OSO Entertainment. What was the meaning behind Life is Garbage?
So Life is Garbage was made with me and the homie. That was the homie Tyreek. Shout out to my boy. He out doing like wind turbine things. He goes works on wind turbines and shit. But shout out to my boy, you know.
Yeah, he's setting the energy for us.
We were just smoking mad weed one day. That's all I like ever do. Was even if I'm in the studio, is to smoke mad weed. Like besides being like the Wiz, I'm like the Wiz Khalifa or Snoop Dogg. I just smoke. But Life is Garbage. I was like, he would always say that. Like he was like, you know, like we all go through some shit. But like to break it down for me, I think he was like just on like a depression and kick. But he was always like, Life is Garbage, and I'm like, I already had Illegit. And I was like, Illegit, Life is Garbage. And I said it in a freestyle one day. And like ever since that freestyle, I started saying it like in the music. But for him, it was like Life is Garbage. But then like for me and him, like I was like, no, let's put it together and make like a collaboration on that. And that's where that came from, because me and him created Illegit. And then like just recently when we started the business and got all like the EINs and all that, you know, we switched to HDO Entertainment, because not only is that, it's catchier, it's easier to fund, you know, because Illegit and Life is Garbage sound like gang, like, you know. So that's why we kind of, I'll still rep that shit. That's where like, because Illegit's me and him, Life is Garbage is me and Tyreek, and that's like how we grew up in like the movement, and you can see how it moved and like transition, but it's still all one movement. You know, HDO is Illegit and Life is Garbage, and that's what you hear on every verse or every song or whatever I produce or anything that you hear HOGY DE OSO on.
Since I adopted that Life is Garbage, I look at it this way. Can you remember everything each day being memorable? Every single thing? No. 80% of it is thrown away. 20% of it, you'll remember it because something was standing and significant. If it wasn't, then you're probably not gonna remember it. So that's why I call life is garbage, because most of it's all thrown away. Same with like clothes, shoes, even your car. You don't want it, you give it away. It might be for some pennies, but at least you gave it away for something. But you gave it away. It's gone. And everything's in the past because we don't know where our future's headed.
I like that saying of it. That's pretty cool.
I guess you can see my boy over here. You know, he keeps it real. I keep it real too. But I'm an Aquarius, and my boy over here, well,
I'm a Libra. So I don't know what that's to. I don't know.
well, no, hey, an Aquarius, we're just, we're sensible thinkers. We like to boil everything down to make sure we're doing the right path.
Libras, we're just creative and money makers.
Well, I sit there and say this much: you can't go in on a bet unless it's a sure bet. Because if you go in there, we're just hoping for luck. You're probably not gonna win so much.
Yeah, for real. You gotta go in knowing that the mindset is there.
Even when you go in like setting bets with a bookie, you can't just be like, let me put a freaking 1,500 on freaking on Dallas. Yeah, you're probably gonna lose.
Yeah.
Mom, Dallas sucks. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure last time I haven't seen the freaking quarterback try to throw his helmet to the ground, got intercepted.
Do you guys have anything coming up recently? Shows or?
Yeah, actually, we got one downtown.
Podcasts or anything you've got coming up?
Just the one with you, my boy, with Tony True.
Yeah, actually,
the downtown sesh. I'm happy to be sitting there again. Definitely gonna have some fun with it. See what happens on this one.
Oh yeah.
Right now for shows, we're looking for shows. We're always open for shows, but the one right now is with you on the 25th of September. Besides today, we don't have any upcoming like radio or.
But you
actually, no. You know what? No, let me actually be real with you. I do have some radio shows coming up. It's not going to be like interviews, but my music is actually going to be on some radio shows from Colorado to Georgia. Yeah, so that's going to be happening. We're about to be getting 2 billboards. But as far as shows and shit, just the show with you, we got a bunch of promo getting ready to drop for the Who Is Hoagie EP. Who Is Hoagie's coming out probably before. So look at it probably like next month at some time before the show. So probably like on the 20th. It's not an official date yet, but you're actually gonna hear the music that we performed last time with the show. You're gonna hear something that actually like all of it now because that's coming out. Other than that, we just out here hustling and grinding on the music, still going and shit, But
starting the stripes in the music.
We available for shows, HDO Entertainment, so but
check us out at Info Space.
That's all we got.
HDO.
Okay, so got some rapid questions for y'all. What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
I'd say right now, because I have a bunch of them, but the one that came to mind is Grow House right now for me.
Grow House.
Yeah, so it's Lil Duval and Snoop Dogg and the homie from Wild 'N Out.
What's your favorite song?
Favorite song? Like this time I'm gonna go with Kid Cudi and Chip the Ripper, going with just what I am.
So right now, my favorite song is what the hell is it called?
I never heard of that one.
It's called Roller Coaster by HOGY DE OSO. It's unreleased, but that's my favorite song right now.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite place in the world that you have the best memory at? Any location, anywhere. Pueblo or outside of Pueblo.
I ain't gonna lie. Best thing that's ever happened to me, holding my son for the first moment. That was literally right just down the way right here.
The hospital, the Parkview?
Oh yeah.
I'm honestly gonna say the same thing, because I could give you music like times that were like dope and like memorable, but like the best time of my life was watching my daughter be born and like holding her. Yeah, so
There's no other feeling.
it's a trip. It's a weird feeling, but it's crazy.
No other greater feeling than that right there. No, and that's all you.
What's your favorite studio session that you have had?
I'll say my last one.
Yeah, I'm also gonna. I'm not gonna. No, I don't know. That one's a good one. I feel like I got a lot of good studio sessions, but I'm gonna agree with him on this one. La Santissima, like from the creativity, from me writing the hook and the whole song, and then him breaking it down on his end, and then from the ending to the end, even performing it was like legit. So I think just from start to finish, like that sesh. It's been like probably one of the best ones together because I have some good ones by myself. I don't stay like not making music. I call him like the ODB of the group because he'll just come one day magically creative in the studio and it's like we'll have like a 12-hour session. We have a whole album for this dude and it's like, where was that? Like,
You're like, yo, dog, we were supposed to have this shit like, ASAP. But I'm like, don't even trip, bro. We still got time. Don't even worry about it. And he's like, are you serious right now? What you tripping for, dog? We still got time.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, yeah.
And he's like, this guy, he's having anxiety. Like, dude, I'm about to have a heart attack.
Yeah,
This guy's
I was
still
about to
here.
like pass out.
Oh,
And
there
shit.
goes the light. It died.
So let the people know where they can find you at social media.
Check me out on Insta.
And how they
TV.
can support y'all too.
Okay.
Definitely send the likes, send the what do you call it, the love, any which way you can. If it's just saying, hey, what's up, send it.
You can catch the official HOGY DE OSO on Instagram. I'll be posting on there. Like I said, music coming soon. Very soon in like the next month. I also on Facebook, HOGY DE OSO. My Twitter, I think it's official HOGY DE OSO too. And then I'm also on TikTok, which I hardly get on. So if you message me on that, don't be mad that I didn't hit you back up right away. So get at me on all sites and ways to help us out, keep going to help the movement. We got merch coming in soon. We have the official HOGY DE OSO hats with the logo, the new official logo. I'm not wearing it today because, laundry reasons. But the new official gear is coming out soon. So if you want to help support the movement, you can go get at us on all social medias to get some of the new merch coming out soon. And we'll be dropping like release dates once we got it with all sizes and prices.
Look for the
Go
official
check us out.
HDO Entertainment.
HDO Entertainment. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well,
In no space at HDO.
yes, sir. Well, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate having you on.
We appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Once again, y'all, this was Before the Radio Show. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, tap in. We out.
Peace.